Hey, this is Nashi55. Today I'm going to do a gun review of a pistol made by FN Herstal. It's the FNP-45. So let's get started. This particular one has the matte stainless finish. FN makes a couple of other versions of this same gun if you want a different finish. I'll show you in the catalog. They have a model that has an all black finish to it. Also offer a flat dark earth, and there's the matte stainless. All three versions, regardless of the finish, have a stainless steel slide. As you can see, it's got a nice textured polymer frame to it. Give you a close-up look. It's got a texture to it that I think helps grip it. I like that. I think it would help you if the pistol was wet, maybe if you're out in the rain and you had to use it, or if you're in high humidity conditions. I think it helps you grip the pistol. I think the frame is a nice shape. Helps me grip it and hold it. Helps maintain good control. All the FNPs have ambidextrous controls. It's got a decocker on both sides, slide release, ambidextrous magazine release, and up front that's the takedown lever. Let me show you the magazine here. This particular one has 14 rounds. The magazine does have a dark color, but it's got a shiny finish to it. I don't know if you like that or not. Only has 3 holes to see how many rounds you've got left. I guess that's maybe less than some other models, but that's adequate. As you can see, it's got a hammer on it. So these are double action, single action. I like that. Actually the hammer, I don't know if you can see it, hammer has kind of a texture to it also that would help your thumb grip it. The weight of this particular model is 32 ounces. It's not that bad for a full-size 45, and like I said, it's got a polymer frame that helps keep the weight down some. So if you compare it to something like a Colt 1911 style pistol, I think they're closer to 38 or maybe 40 ounces, something like that. The width really isn't that bad. I mean, it is of course a larger round, so you are going to have a little bit wider gun, but the frame is a nice shape, so I can hold it. Just as a comparison, you can compare it here to the FNP-9. I'll show you the difference in the weight and the width of them. Like I said, the FNP-9 is 26 ounces, the 45 is 32, and you can see it is a little bit wider gun, but it's not that bad. The FNP-45 does come with adjustable or switchable back straps, I should say. This one has a little more of a curve to it, but I like the flat one. That's the one I picked and put on there. That helps fit my hand a little bit better. As far as the sights go, they're standard, basically 3-dot sights. No real adjustment to them, but based on my use, I don't have any trouble with them. They have been fine to me. Let me see if I can break the gun down for you. Show you what that's like. If I can get this set up here. Alright, what you've got then is this takedown lever. So we're actually going to move the slide back. Then we're going to drop this down. Then we're going to release the slide, let it go completely off. I'll show you a little closer up of the frame there. See, up front you do have a standard rail. If you want to mount any accessories on there, lights, lasers, whatever you might like to use. And then you got the slide itself. It's a nice finish on it. Heavy too, it's pretty substantial. Take out the spring here. Give you a close-up look at the spring. We'll see if we can't ease the barrel out. Usually every time I try to film it gives me a hard time, but came out pretty easy that time. It's a nice finish on it, heavy barrel. I'm sure it would last the length that you use the pistol, as long as you're just using it regular use. It's pretty thick. Same for the slide. Nice finish inside and out. Alright, let's see if we can put her back together. Okay, there we go. Put the spring back in. Now if I can just line it back up, ease it on, it locks back. Turn that back up and then just ease the slide forward. As you can see, the hammer's back. Like I said, it is double action, single action. So I'm going to point it in a safe direction, use the decock, drop that forward. If I can get the camera again here. Just from my experience using the gun, I like it. I think it shoots well. I've been able to be pretty accurate with it. The recoil on it, I think, compares pretty well to most other guns. Of course, I've shot it with compared to the FNP-9 there. It's a little heavier than that, but actually the recoil, I think, compared favorably with 40 calibers that I've shot. I rented a Glock 40 one time and also had a chance to shoot a Smith & Wesson Sigma 40 and a Taurus 40. I think the 45 here compared well with the with the recoil of the 40 caliber weapons. So it's certainly no worse than those, and if anything, to me it was maybe a little bit less than the Taurus 40. I don't know if you would want to carry a gun like this, concealed. It's pretty wide, pretty heavy. That's probably not really practical. But if you wanted to carry it in a outside the waist holster, I think you'd like it. It's got good capacity with 14 rounds. I think it's got a nice feel to it, and the FNs have certainly a good reputation. As far as the trigger pull on it, it's not bad. If you're going to move the hammer, not bad at all. It's a little longer, of course, but it's not as bad as the Smith & Wesson 40 that I shot with a striker fired. That one really did have a very strong trigger. If you pull the hammer back, of course the trigger moves back a little bit. There is a little bit of play to it, but not much at all. The feel of the trigger is fine. I got used to it pretty quickly. So I think you'd be pleased with that. FN, according to what they advertise, they make about 70% of the small arms used by the U.S. military. Show you the catalog cover there real quick so you can see they are certainly a top manufacturer in firearms. This particular gun, if you wanted to purchase one, it comes with a nice case, a couple extra magazines. Like I said, the back strap that I showed you briefly there, nice case. I think the features on the gun make it competitive with most anything else out there. Based on my shopping, the ambidextrous controls, magazine capacity, switchable back straps, I think it compares well with anything out there. As far as price goes, based on my experience, the price is competitive. Don't know that you'll find any good deals on any handguns at all this time, but I think this one offers a good value for the money. And if you have a chance to shoot one, rented, or if you buy your own, I think you'll enjoy it. Be a good gun to add to your collection. So I think that you certainly ought to consider an FNP-45. Hope you enjoyed the review. Maybe you learned something, and if you have a chance, like I said, I'd certainly recommend that you get out there and shoot an FNP-45. I think you'll like it. This is the end of the video, so thanks for watching.